They walked into court thinking they were in control, loud, confident, and ready to argue. But within seconds, everything flipped. Voices raised, tempers exploded, and then Judge Vonda B stepped in. One by one, their control slipped away. The real question is, what made them lose it like this?
You all may be seated. Mr. Malkovich, am I saying it correct?
Yes.
Okay, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Where do I start?
At the beginning.
Okay. Well, cut to the election. The Great White Hope gets elected. I thought our household would be happy about it. I find out I'm married to a libtard, and she starts going off the handle, and like eventually she just...
All right, guys, this one's messy from the start. A father walks into court angry, throwing accusations, talking about addiction, betrayal, and two young kids caught in the middle. But here's the twist. This isn't just about child support. It's about control, resentment, and whether someone who made serious mistakes deserves a second chance. Watch closely because this case flips hard.
Partying and doing all this nonsense and gets on H, smack, like a loser, and goes off the rails, leaves me, we got two kids, 2 and 5-year-olds, and just leaves me to take care of these kids. So okay, I'm like, okay, fine.
Okay, so now we're getting into the important part of your story.
What do you mean? I'm giving you backstory. Isn't that what you're here? Don't you need context?
Yeah, but all of the name calling and
Name calling?
jabs.
I'm just telling you. I'm giving you context. Okay.
Right away, you can see the judge trying to cut through the noise. The father is emotional, but instead of focusing on facts, he's attacking character. And that matters. In court, insults don't win cases, evidence does. So the real question is he here for support or revenge?
This idiot needs to go to...
Okay, you will refer to her by her name. What is your name?
Martha.
You will refer to her as Martha.
Martha
She will not be a
heroin problem,
whatever you said, and an
I
idiot.
took her to rehab, which cost $20,000.
Okay.
That was all of our savings, all of our money to be the kids' college fund. But I figure the kids aren't going to go to college if they have a mom on heroin. Pretty bad example.
Now this moment is important. The judge shuts down the name calling instantly. Why? Because courts don't tolerate emotional chaos. Once you start disrespecting the other parent, you actually weaken your own position. And you can already feel it. He's losing control of the narrative.
So let's get it
But
situated.
she got the help, right?
Yeah, she got the help.
Okay, so
she
that's
joined
what's
the cult.
important.
She drank the Kool-Aid. She stayed longer than her. Met some guy named, what's his name? Paul. Met Paul. You know, the globe-trotting Paul. What was Paul into, huh? Meth? Whatever. They're clean and sober together. She comes back, you know, after spending an extra
Mr. Malkovich.
Here comes the turning point: rehab. Spending $20,000 on treatment shows something serious. She hit rock bottom, but she also tried to fix it. And legally that matters. Courts often look at effort and recovery, not just past mistakes. So now the case shifts from what she did to who she is now.
What?
Excuse me?
Yes, I mean...
Did you come here to waste my time? What is it that you want me to do?
Oh, okay. She's now got her life together. Her and Paul got a little apartment. I let her see the kids every now and then, you know, make sure that, you know, I'd leave them unsupervised sometimes. Not to mention, then when I do that, she's on Instagram with these weird friends, they're rehab people, introducing them to our kids. But anyway, I want money. She works now. She works out. Like she didn't even work out when we were dating. Now she's gonna keep it tight for Paul.
Notice how the father keeps circling back to anger, new boyfriend, social media, lifestyle changes. But none of that actually determines child support. The court only cares about two things: income and the best interest of the kids. Everything else, just noise.
So you're mad about that?
Yeah, who wouldn't be? I spent all my money in just to fund a heroin addiction, and now she comes back and she's all, Joey got his life together. And I'm like, well, okay, you know, I'm a good guy about it. She can see the kids, you can take them to Brahms, all that kind of nonsense. But, you know, if she's going to participate in their lives, I need a little bit of cash.
Ma'am, I just want to see my babies.
I was just getting ready to cut him off and move to you. Martha, you just want to see your children?
This is where it gets real. He admits he allowed her to see the kids sometimes, but only on his terms. That's a red flag, because courts don't like one parent controlling access emotionally. The system is built on fairness, not punishment. So now the judge is watching closely.
Yes, please.
Okay, and do the children live with him? That's a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That it works is, if the children live with him, you are supposed to be paying him some sort of money for the kids. I mean, even though he's a little, out there, he still is entitled to receive child support for the support of the children.
I don't mind that. I would.
And here it is, the legal reality hits. The kids live with him, which means she owes child support. Simple. It doesn't matter if he's rude, emotional, or difficult, the law still applies. And that's something a lot of people misunderstand. Support is about the children, not the parents' feelings.
I don't make very much, but I would really just...
She's a waitress at Denny's. I'm
just
telling you.
Excuse me. Did she cut you off while you were giving that elaborate story?
I mean, she hardly knows how to speak English. How's she gonna cut me off?
No. Did she cut you off?
No.
Okay, thanks. Now, Martha, how much money do you make?
$26,000 with tips a year.
Now listen carefully. She doesn't argue. She accepts responsibility. That's powerful in court. Judges look for accountability, not perfection. And when someone says, "I'll pay what I can," it builds credibility. Compare that to his attitude, and you can feel the balance shifting.
You're laughing at that, but you're in this courtroom asking for her to pay you child support.
It's either that or just leave me and the kids and let us live our lives and just stay out. They don't need an addict as a mother to be constantly.
Do you want to help you get child support? Because if not, we can stop this today.
Yes.
And
sorry.
You can come back another day when you're.
Miss another day of work. Some of us make more than 26 grand a year.
You didn't take anything before you came in this courtroom today, did you?
Take anything? What do you mean?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
No.
The judge flips the pressure back on him. If you want child support, you need to act like you deserve it. Mocking her income, laughing in court, it doesn't help your case. In fact, it makes you look unstable. And judges notice everything.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. You seem a little jittery.
Well, my kids' lives are on the line. I'm a little nervous.
Well, they're not really on the line if she got it together. And she says she wants to see the kids. And I think you should allow her to see the kids.
Okay, I do let her see the kids. She can get.
Yeah, but you do not have to demean her while doing so.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
I know that he's right.
Now we get to visitation, and this is huge. She's asking for unsupervised access. That tells the court she believes she's stable again. Meanwhile, he's still stuck in fear and worst-case scenarios. So the judge has to decide, is she still a risk, or is he just refusing to move on?
I did have a hard time about a year ago, but like I said, he said, I am seeing somebody else who I think is very good for me.
Okay.
Mainly, I would just I don't mind paying whatever child support, but if we could work unsupervised visits into the agreement, I would really appreciate that. I just don't want to see him anymore.
This moment exposes everything. He jumps to extreme fears, danger, harm, chaos, but without evidence. And that's the problem. Courts don't operate on what if. They operate on proof. So instead of protecting his case, he's actually damaging it.
I think she should have some unsupervised access, considering that she's gotten her stuff together.
Well, how does that work? I mean, who decides that? Can the first one be with another third party that comes?
I don't think that's necessary.
You're suggesting that I leave my children alone with her, right? Like she can go to a park and do peddling H, and then all of a sudden she's passed out in the gutter, and one of my kids is getting hit by a car.
Okay,
I'm
going to stop you right there. I'm going to stop you right there.
Yeah.
And this is what we're going to do.
What are we going to do?
And just like that, the entire case collapses, not because of her past, but because of his behavior in the present. The judge doesn't even finish the hearing. She resets the case. That's rare, and it sends a message. If you can't control yourself in court, you won't get what you came for. So now, I want to ask you, who really lost here? If this case stunned you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this.
Okay, Mr. Sanchez, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Okay, Your Honor. I'm want to sue her for child support because, my kids are always with me and she's always at work. You know, she's always working for the hospital. You know, yeah, we said back then that we could do this together as one.
This one's gonna hit hard, because what you're about to see isn't just a child support case. It's a complete breakdown of responsibility. A father who changed his entire life for his kids, and a mother who slowly checked out. But the real twist, she doesn't think she did anything wrong. Watch closely, because this courtroom is about to expose everything.
I went so much as far as swapping complete schedules. I started doing overnight shift now, just so I can be there for my kids and everything. And she was supposed to be working for mornings, which she was, but she volunteered for more hours, and even when she's not at work, she's just never home. I don't know where she is. She doesn't call us. She doesn't call our kids. My kids are always wondering where she's at. And you know, I myself, sure, she can do what she wants, as long as she lets me know where she is for her own safety.
Right from the start, the father lays out a powerful foundation. He didn't just complain, he adapted. Switching to overnight shifts just to be present for his kids? That's a major sacrifice. And legally this matters. Courts look at who is actually showing up. So the question is, if one parent is carrying everything, what does the law do next?
But my kids always wonder where she's at. They always, for days at a time, she's never home. And we broke it off several weeks ago, and only with my income alone, I can't really just do it with just me and my kids, especially that one has autism. I've always got to take her to the doctor and whatnot. And for these past 3 weeks, I have not seen or heard from her, even as so much as trying to help out with the kids or anything like that. So I can't get it. I'm surprised she's even here at court today.
Now this is where things get heavier. He's not just talking about absence, he's talking about complete disappearance. Days without contact, no support, no involvement. And when a child with autism is involved, courts take that even more seriously. So ask yourself, is this just neglect or something deeper going on?
Okay, when you say kids, how many?
I have 2.
2, all right.
You mean we? Like you?
No, I have 2.
Ma'am, I'm addressing him. So he answered appropriately, and you'll have your opportunity to speak, okay? All right, so you said you changed your job to now you work overnight?
Yes.
What is it that you do?
I drive an 18-wheeler. I drive locally. I deliver hospital supplies.
Okay, so I'm assuming that's how you all met?
Beforehand, but we had the same interest in the medical field.
Okay, all right. And how long has it been since you all stopped living together?
It's been, I want to say, a month and a week already.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
She just, for as long as I can remember, about 2 years now, she's just...
The judge is calm, but she's gathering facts, job, timeline, separation. This is how real cases are built. Not emotion first, but structure. But then comes a serious allegation, drugs, needles, behavior around the kids. And now the case shifts from financial to potentially dangerous. Did this moment change how you see the situation?
Never been wanting to come home really, and honestly, I've caught her having some painkillers that I would only assume she's taken. She's either on painkillers, or sometimes I'll find needles around and whatnot. So I know she works at a hospital, so she's got to get the drugs from there.
Okay. Is there anything else you want me to know?
I just hate that it's really around the kids. The kids find it before I do most of the time.
Oh my.
Yes.
Ma'am?
I mean, I'm not sure where he's getting this intel from, but that's
Obviously
not
the
true.
kids.
I mean,
are you saying your kids are liars?
I mean, they could be. I mean, I'm not sure.
You're not sure because you're not around that much?
I am around. I just have to work all the time. I mean, it's not my fault that, saving lives isn't important to him.
No, I believe it is important to him. I don't think that's what he's saying. He's saying that you're not contributing anything.
I mean, I am though,
And here it comes, denial. The mother pushes back, questions the kid's truth, and tries to shift the narrative. But notice this, she admits she's not always around. In court, contradictions like this are everything. Because once credibility cracks, the entire case starts to fall apart.
feed them or sometimes, and
You feed them? You'd agree with me that that's your responsibility, right?
She brings them fast food and leaves again.
okay, but it's food though.
but you don't sit there and spend quality time with your kids. You say, here's food, and leave.
I mean, the tablet works just fine. They can just eat and watch the tablet. Like, why is that a problem?
Because
So you want to raise a child off of a tablet? You think that's
I mean,
okay?
they have educational stuff. I don't see what's wrong with it. Like, I need to go to sleep at some point in time.
me, personally, myself, I sit there with my kids and I open a book with them and I help them with their homework. I feed them. I'm not much of a good cook, but I do what I can to put food on the table and spend time with them.
This might be one of the most revealing moments. I feed them sometimes. Fast food, tablets, no presents. Legally, providing food isn't enough. Parenting is about involvement, stability, care. And the judge sees right through it. So let me ask you, is providing the bare minimum really parenting?
Because I want to spend time with my kids. I went to
changed
overnight.
his shift to
As he
spend more
should,
time
he's
with
a
the
dad.
kids. As you should, you're a mom. The audacity.
I mean, but I have a more important job.
I mean, how many times are you gonna say that? I mean, you have the audacity to say that he's a dad and he should do these things, but you're the mom and not doing these things. He changed his shift, why can't you?
Because it's inconvenient to me.
I've actually heard a couple times to where she says, I gave birth to him, it's your job to take care of him.
Interesting. Wow. No, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. You are going to financially support these children, and I'm going to make sure of it today. And you may want to look into trying to do a shift change yourself.
Now the courtroom energy shifts completely. The judge steps in, and this is authority. She compares both parents side by side, one sacrificing sleep, the other making excuses. And then comes that key line, you're a mom. That's not just emotional, that's a legal expectation.
So you can spend some time with the kids. I mean, obviously I can't court order you or force you to spend time with them, but you should want to spend time with the kids. And I mean, considering that one of them has autism, you should want to spend more time with your kids.
I mean, I get it, but it's too much work having a kid with autism. That's why I just leave it to him, because he's better suited for that.
Right, yeah, no. I'm not about to do this game with you. Since you left a month and a week ago, have you given him any money for the children? I don't need an explanation either. It's a yes or no.
No.
Okay, thank you. All right.
She's actually asked for money instead of giving.
And this right here might be the most shocking moment of the entire case. She admits the child is too much work, especially with autism. That statement alone, it changes everything, because courts prioritize the child's needs above all else. And in this moment, she just showed she's not willing to meet them.
And then you have the nerve to ask for money and the kids are with him?
I mean, he has an obligation to give me support.
You know what? I'm not about to play with you. You came here to waste my time because you have the same obligation to your kid. Be paying you anything if the kids are with him majority of the time. If they're living with him, if he is the primary parent, he is tasked with the daily duties of caring for these kids. He shouldn't pay you anything, ma'am. And it is ridiculous that you believe that he should. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. This is what we're going to do. How much money you make a year?
$60,000.
Okay, $60,000.
Now we get to the financial reality check. She hasn't contributed anything, but still expects support? That's a complete misunderstanding of the law. If the father is the primary caregiver, he doesn't pay. She does. And the judge makes it crystal clear, this isn't a game anymore.
All right, health insurance.
That's about I just have the individual. He has a family one under his plan, so I just pay $80 every 2 weeks.
Okay, health insurance. Is it private health insurance? Is the children under Medicaid? What are we doing?
It's Medicaid.
Medicaid?
Yes.
Okay. So back to Medicaid, just FYI. Unless you want to put them on private health insurance, which I don't see why you would have a problem with it. You're a nurse. You have access to private health insurance, right?
Yes.
So why did you just get an individual plan when you have a family? That was a question.
Because it's his job to take care of them, and I shouldn't have to spend
You know what?
money.
Don't say that again about what his responsibilities are and what his job is, because you're a mom, period.
I mean, but I didn't sign up for it. Like,
countless times I've told her, yes, it is my job to take care of our children.
And you're
as a
doing
dad.
that.
And
Watch how quickly things unravel now. The judge starts breaking down income, insurance, responsibility. And every answer the mother gives only makes it worse. Because she's not just avoiding responsibility, she's openly rejecting it. And courts do not tolerate that.
Doing well beyond.
She's not disputing that you're doing that.
Yes. And I feel
But
like
you're
I'm
not doing your part.
I feel like I'm always not doing enough for my kids.
I mean, but
and
you
only
also
because I don't
forced
have
me
my
to have
other
the
half.
kids. Like, I don't know why you're doing that.
Because
You don't want to have your kids?
I mean, like, when I was pregnant, I told him I didn't want him because I wanted to go party. And, like, he was just like, no, we got this. And, like, how is it my fault? He wanted them. I didn't want, so.
But you kept them.
no, the first we've talked about having kids and we've wanted kids.
I know, but,
once
like,
she
when we
got
were
pregnant,
older,
once she got
not right
pregnant and
now.
she knew she couldn't do what she needed anymore, or really what she wanted anymore, then it was just oh, this baby's really an inconvenience to our lives.
I mean, but you know
This
what I
child
like to
support
party.
payment is about to be an inconvenience to you as well, because you're going to pay child support whether you wanted them or not. Had them, they are here. They are your responsibility just as much as they are his responsibility. So $60,000 a year. I have your gross set at $5,000. Your net is.
This is the turning point. I didn't even want the kids. That statement, legally irrelevant, but emotionally devastating. Because once children are here, responsibility is permanent. And the judge flips it perfectly. You didn't want them? That doesn't matter. You have them.
$4,101.87. Medicaid reimbursement based on 9% of your gross is $450. Do you think you can get health insurance through your employer that's cheaper than that for the children?
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
You don't want to look into it?
Not really.
we work for the same company.
Okay, so this is what we'll do. You just go ahead and pay that, and you can roll your eyes all you want to. I can roll my eyes too. We're just going to have you reimburse Medicaid that full $450. So that brings your monthly child support obligation for 2 children to $1,025 plus the $450 reimbursement to Medicaid for $1,400. It looks like Dad also requested for you to pay back pay for that month and a week that you left and haven't given the children anything. I'm going to grant his request. So you have arrearages in the amount of $1,475. That's to be paid at $25 a month. So your monthly child support obligation, including the back pay, is $15. You have any questions about anything I just said?
I mean, I just feel like it should be less. What am I going to be left with to party with? Like, what am I going to do?
I don't know, maybe pick up some extra shifts or work a part-time job.
Or take care of your kids.
Don't, you know, if she doesn't want to take care of her kids, I really don't care at this point. I just want to make sure he gets some financial assistance.
I mean, but he makes enough money.
And I mean, you make enough money too.
And just like that, the ruling hits. $1,500 monthly support plus back pay. A complete reversal of what she expected. This case wasn't just about money, it was about accountability. One parent stepped up, the other stepped away. And the court made sure that imbalance didn't go unchecked. If this case stunned you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this.
All right, Mr. Clough,
Yes,
you're
Your Honor.
back, except today you're the petitioner. Looks like we found Mom.
Finally found her.
Okay, finally found her. What can I do for you today?
Well, Your Honor, I'm here to get some justice. I think it's time that I...
All right, guys, this one's gonna hit different. A father walks into court after months of raising his kids alone. No help, no support, no visits from a mother. And now, he's done waiting. But what makes this case explosive isn't just the absence, it's what the mother chose instead. Money, lifestyle, and a shocking confession that flips everything. The real question is, when responsibility disappears, should the court step in this hard?
get back what I've been giving out.
What do you mean by that?
Money. I've been giving so much money and she hasn't even been here.
Right. Well, before we really get started, are the kids in the car with the dog again today?
Kids aren't in the car, Your Honor. The dog got hit, so he's in a doggy wheelchair.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that about the dog, but the kids are fine.
They are. They're with the.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. So, what's been going on? I mean, it's been a few months since I've seen you.
Right.
So, it looks like you were here.
Right here, you can already feel the imbalance. The judge isn't just asking about money, she's checking stability. kids in the car before, now with a neighbor, that alone raises concern. In family court, judges don't just look at income, they look at environment. Because at the end of the day, it's not about who talks better, it's about who shows up for the kids consistently.
Back when you
Don't
were
look at
here,
me
they
like
had
that.
excuse me?
She just looking at me crazy.
I'll make it easier for you. You focus on me.
Right.
Don't excuse me. Don't be sorry, just don't do it. This is your
he
first
gets my
time here
blood
today.
boiling.
And if I remember correctly, you filed the lawsuit on him previously and
I
had
did.
the audacity not to show. So you definitely need to pipe down.
Okay, I chose money though.
Okay, well, you may have, and we're going to get into that and see how much money you probably are going to be paying on child support, but
This moment is key. The mother already filed a case before and didn't even show up. That's a huge red flag legally. When you miss court like that, you lose credibility instantly. And now she's back, interrupting, emotional, unfocused. That's not helping her case at all. In court, behavior matters just as much as facts. Would you trust someone like this with financial responsibility?
okay, what she just said is right, all right? But I'm not agreeing with you in the sense that, you know what I mean? Let me tell him to be quiet and talk to me only.
I got
All right,
you, Judge.
Mr. Clough, continue. So, as I was saying, it's been a few months. So the kids have been with you, looks like it's been about 7 or 8 months now,
Yes, Your Honor.
all right? So in this 7 or 8 months has my,
Have you been paying?
well, no,
No,
that's
she
not how this
hasn't, Your
works.
Honor.
That's not how this works,
She hasn't been paying.
all right?
She has not been paying.
Has she at least been visiting with the children?
Now we're getting into the real issue. 7 to 8 months, zero financial support, and not even visits. That's not just neglect, that's a pattern. And when the father mentions she visited another man instead of her kids, that shifts the emotional weight of the entire case. Because now it's not just absence, it's choice. She chose something else over her children.
She hasn't visited the children, but she visited that man in jail that she ran off with.
Oh, the one that was in the car that you
In the
really couldn't
Cutlass,
see?
yeah.
The Cutlass. Oh, yeah, that's right,
Yeah,
right.
he got arrested not too long after I saw you for the PPP loan. Is that correct?
No,
That's how she got that.
incorrect. That's incorrect.
She got what? What's that?
You know, from the last time. She got the booty in the booty.
What they call it something though.
Yeah, the BBL. She knows.
Oh,
Why you tell
People need to know.
people don't need to know nothing? That's for the gram.
Anyway, Your Honor.
I mean, I wanted to know, but you know, we're not here for that. We're not here for that. I'm not
Right.
going to be petty. So,
This is where the case takes a dramatic turn. The conversation starts slipping into personal lifestyle, BBL, money, relationships, and while it sounds messy, it actually matters. Why? Because in child support cases, the court looks at how you spend your money. If you can afford luxury, you can afford your kids. That's the legal logic behind what's coming next.
you are seeking to put mom on child support,
I am.
all right? And health insurance. Who's covering? Well, I would assume she's not. Are you covering health insurance? Are they on Medicaid? What's going on?
Well, I wasn't at first, but I got a promotion at work.
All right, congratulations.
I appreciate that.
Right.
I may be a manager at the McDonald's, so I'm making a little bit more, and I was able to put 2 of the kids on insurance, but not all of them.
Okay.
Just can't cover that down.
All right, so the other ones, what are they doing?
Well, my other job kind of covers that as well.
Okay, all right, so at least all of the children are insured.
They are.
All right, how much is that insurance total for the kids only?
On McDonald's or the other job?
No, just in total.
It's about $350.
$350, okay.
And now we see the father's side clearly. He stepped up, got a promotion, pays insurance, covers multiple kids. That's responsibility in action. Even if he's not perfect, he's doing the work. Courts reward consistency like this. So the real question becomes, if one parent is carrying everything, how long should the other get a pass?
All right, is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
I think that's about it, Your Honor. Just ready to hold her accountable.
Okay,
Boy.
okay, Miss Daniels,
Yes, Judge. Sorry.
excuse me.
Judge, I'm sorry.
Are you here to be pretty, or are you here to tell me your side of the story as to why you shouldn't pay child support today?
A little bit of both.
Well, I'm not interested in whether you're here to be pretty or not. That has nothing to do with my ruling. You understand it, right?
I do, Judge.
All right,
But
so
I should be
let's
pretty
stay,
for you.
Well, let's stick to the facts. I could care less.
Let's get to the facts.
Please do.
The fact
and quickly, without all the extra.
Not extra at all. The fact is, Judge, I had these children.
The judge shuts it down immediately. This isn't about looks, attitude, or image. This is about facts. And that's a powerful reminder. Court doesn't care how confident you walk in. It cares what you can prove. The moment she tries to mix personality with defense, the judge pulls it right back to reality.
For 10 years before I put him on your doorstep, he was barely doing anything. That's why I petitioned the court, Judge.
Okay, well, here's the deal. You petitioned.
Yeah.
He showed up. You didn't. I dismissed
I had
it.
an opportunity, Judge. I had to take it.
Okay. And could you do me a favor? Could you, if you're going, I don't allow gum chewing, but if you don't have anywhere to put it, I would suggest
Can I
you
swallow?
at least.
I'm good at that. Yeah.
Okay.
Now you see.
What?
Mr. Clough, Ms. Daniels, continue, please.
Well, that's why I petitioned the court. I do apologize for not showing up, Judge, but let me tell you.
Here comes the justification. I had them for 10 years. And yes, that matters, but legally, it doesn't erase current responsibility. Child support is about now, not what you did in the past. And when she admits she didn't show up before, that weakens her position even more. Past effort doesn't cancel present absence.
I came up, you know.
Oh, let's talk about this come up. What kind of come up we talking about?
Well, Judge, I met a man who said he can change my life, Judge.
All right, so how financially did he change this life of yours?
Not too much.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Clough.
I know.
Mr. Clough. We don't know. Let's hear her side of the story because I'm pretty sure she's going to say some interesting stuff about finance.
You understand that I got at least, you know what I'm saying, 6 figures in the bank.
Oh, okay.
Had
You know.
6 figures in the bank.
You said what now?
Mr. Clough, again,
Federale gonna take
I'm
it. I
not,
put it
excuse
on
me,
cease.
Miss Daniels, when I speak, both of you be quiet. Mr. Clough.
Now, this is where things get revealing. She says she met someone who would change her life, but financially, nothing really changed. That's a critical point, because in court, expectations don't matter, actual income does. You can't base your responsibility on promises, only on what you actually earn.
We talking about, you know, 300-400, you know what I'm saying?
Bullshit. Sorry.
He said no more outbursts.
I was coughing. I'm sorry.
It's true.
It's your allergies.
Yeah.
Handle that. You need some tissue?
No. No, thank you.
Okay. Miss Daniels, that's what you have in the bank. How much money are you making annually?
Well, it kind of just depends on the year and how many promotions I get, how many companies want to invest in me. So it just depends. Anywhere between.
When are you going to answer?
Judge, it's a difficult question for me. Because, you know, sometimes I can have a promotion that's $500, or I can have a promotion that's $50,000 plus. So.
Miss Daniels, I don't have a lot of time, right? I have other cases I need to get here.
I do understand that.
Right, so you obviously came here to waste my time.
I didn't.
You did, because I asked you a very simple question. On average,
I have a simple answer.
On average, how much do you make in a year?
This right here might be the most important legal moment. The judge keeps asking one simple thing, how much do you make? And she avoids it again and again. That's a mistake, because when you don't give clear numbers, the court will assume the higher end. And that's exactly what's about to happen. Silence or confusion in court usually costs you big.
I'm right?
It's just been the last couple months.
Well,
okay?
no, excuse me.
Yes, sir.
You're influencing everyone but these children that you do not have anything to do with and you do not financially support. You said they were with you. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
It's getting hot.
She trying to show you what she had
The BBL?
done. Yeah.
I'm not interested in the BBL. Let me tell you what I'm about to do. I'm about to make these numbers go BBL, okay?
Judge, can I speak briefly?
Briefly, make it quick.
Quickly, in the last few months, it has been a downtrend due to inflation and all that stuff. People aren't paying as much.
How much was your BBL?
I didn't pay for that.
How much was it? How much was it?
I mean, you know, I got more than the BBL. I had tube sock titties, so I got the boobies, then I got the booty, and then I got all that. So he probably paid $35,000,
$40,000.
Yeah.
This is where everything collapses. She admits to luxury spending, cosmetic surgery, thousands of dollars while not supporting her kids. And legally, that's devastating, because the court now sees capacity. If you can spend $30,000 to $40,000 on yourself, you can't claim you can't support your children. That contradiction just sealed the outcome.
512 times the 40%, that brings your child support amount to $2,604.
Is that a week, Your Honor? Or?
How often are you paid? Are you paid by the day? You paid by?
It just depends. I would.
She
say
just
no.
answered my question. That's a monthly amount.
I mean, that's
How
great
she's
money.
paid, it'll just break down, but the amount is $2,604 plus.
I can give you that.
Plus
You need it.
$350 reimbursement for the children, so that brings your monthly rate to $2,954.
I got it. Can the kids stay with him though?
That's right.
I got
The
stuff to
kids
do.
will continue to live with him because that's who they live with, and obviously
They can stay.
you care more about a BBL than them.
That's
Right.
not true.
And we don't know when she's gonna run off again with the next guy.
No, it's good.
Oh, okay. So we're good with the numbers then. Is there anything
Great.
further? All right, is there anything further that you want me to know that's related to this?
Judge, briefly about visitation. How does that work?
The kids are gonna stay with him and you guys are gonna work that out at a
we don't get
different.
along very well, as you can see.
Well, obviously, but I mean, they need to stay with him and probably see you on weekends if you're so busy.
That's my busiest time, Judge. I can't do weekends. Maybe Monday to.
All right, and I'm at work.
Are you gonna get him to school?
No.
I can't.
You can't get him to school.
She don't have a car.
You don't have a car?
She make all that
please.
money,
Oh, you a lie.
but ain't got no car.
You better go see the rose outside.
What kind of roses? I love roses. What color?
I just said rose, like rose gold color.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
because I know we weren't talking about that other one. But
no, we're
anywho,
not
that's
good.
neither here nor there.
And just like that, the decision hits hard. Based on her own testimony, the judge calculates child support at nearly $3,000 a month. 5 kids, no support for months, and a lifestyle that didn't match her claims, it all caught up in seconds. The kids stay with the father, and the responsibility shifts back where it belongs. Now I want to ask you, did she get treated fairly, or did this backfire exactly how it should? If this case stunned you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Good to see you back.
Good to see you.
Okay, all right. And the last time you were here, we were here for your daughter. You had both her children.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who is this?
This is my youngest daughter, Kayla, and we have her kids now, so we're trying to somehow get some more income because she's really nothing. And we just...
You all are just that great of grandparents. Your children
are.
want to leave
We
their
truly
children
are.
with
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
All right, guys, this one's gonna hit different. A newborn baby left with grandparents while the mother says she's living her life. But here's the twist. She's not broke. She's earning money and still giving nothing. Today, the court isn't just deciding child support, it's deciding responsibility. And trust me, what happens next? It gets uncomfortable real fast.
Well, they did such a good job raising me. They might as well.
Excuse me, Miss Paul. Give me an opportunity to speak with your parents, and I promise you I will come over here to you, okay?
Got it.
Okay.
I think my mama always been jealous of me, honestly. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day.
Sounds like y'all need therapy court instead of support court.
Jealous of her.
That's what she said.
Is that why you went missing for a year and a half?
Missing?
I was taking care of business.
At 16?
What kind of business at 16?
You know what? Let's finish this business.
Thank you, Judge.
With the
They all
child.
up in my business.
Well, you started it, but I'm going to continue it from here, okay? All right.
Right here, you can already feel tension building. The daughter isn't just defensive, she's dismissive. And the judge instantly picks up on that. When a parent starts treating serious responsibility like a casual conversation, courts don't take that lightly. The real question is this immaturity or intentional avoidance?
I believe
Mr.
she
and
don't
Mrs.
have
Paul.
any business since we have her child
Okay.
living with us.
How old is this child?
What is he, 6 months now?
6 months, yeah.
Oh, it's a newborn.
Yeah,
You left your newborn baby with your parents?
every day.
Well, I mean, people make mistakes. And
So
I'm trying to...
he's a mistake?
Wow.
You knew what you
Pretty
were doing.
much. If if I could take it back, I would, honestly. But
If you could take what back?
Really?
everything that's happened over the last year and a half.
So you were pregnant within the last year and a half. Are you speaking about taking that back?
Yes, it was a mistake. People make mistakes all the time.
Our grandchild is not a mistake, okay?
I'm
You're
going
right.
to.
I love
I'm
him.
going to act like you did
You
not
love
just say
him?
that.
Yes.
I'm going to act
Show
like
it.
you did not just say that.
Wow.
This is one of the most shocking moments, calling a baby a mistake. Legally, that changes nothing, but emotionally, it says everything. Judges don't just look at finances, they read character. And right now, the judge is watching a parent detach from responsibility in real time. Would you trust someone like this with a child?
And we're going to move forward with what's going on today.
Okay.
The reality is that you have a 6-month-old baby boy who you passed off to your parents. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. They're here today because they want you to pay child support for your son.
Okay. In my defense, they like set up the baby shower and all of that. I never
What does
signed up
that
for any of
mean?
that. And at the baby shower, they let me know that if it was anything that I need, they would be there.
Right.
And I need them right now.
Wait a
and-
minute. Hold on.
Excuse
Let's
us?
rewind. Mrs. Paul, give me 1 minute, okay? Give me 1 minute. Let's rewind something. They threw you a baby shower.
Now the case becomes clear. This isn't about help anymore, it's about obligation. The grandparents stepped in, but that doesn't remove the parent's duty. The law is simple. If your child lives with someone else, you pay. No excuses, no comparisons. And the judge is about to make that crystal clear.
And told you whatever you needed, they would be there to help, right? Not to, is that a yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
They said they would be there to help, not necessarily take parentage away from you for your child. You understand that, right?
I understand.
They're grandparents, they're not parents. So don't you believe you should be financially supporting your baby boy while he's with your parents?
Hello?
I do, but at the same time, y'all doing it for Christy. Why can't you do it for me?
Well, and you think that's right?
That had nothing to do with that.
I mean, it's only fair.
So because
Life is
they
not
have
fair.
your sister's children, they should take in a new baby?
Here's the logic breakdown. She's comparing herself to her sister. That's a classic deflection move. But courts don't operate on fairness between siblings. They operate on responsibility to the child. And the judge shuts that down immediately. Because in court, it's only fair doesn't mean anything if the child is being neglected.
I only had 2 of my own kids.
Well, you gonna do
Now I
whatever you
have
want to
3.
do?
I honestly think that it's only fair.
How? Make sense of that.
Fair?
Mrs. Paul.
I'm
Mrs.
trying.
Paul.
I'm actually trying.
Hold on 1 second, Miss Paul. We're asking some great questions, but they should come from me, okay?
I'm sorry, man. I'm
Just,
sorry,
just
Your
give
Honor.
me a minute.
Okay.
Just give me a minute. I understand the frustration. You all are grandparents. I remember correctly, Mr. Paul retired, and you all have inherited a newborn baby. So I can definitely understand the frustration. But
yes,
just
ma'am.
give me a moment to get your daughter's side of the story here, okay?
Okay, yeah, because I should be living my best life right now.
You say that, baby.
Traveling, seeing the world.
I do not necessarily
They
disagree with that.
They always act broke.
This moment hits hard. The grandparents are tired. You can hear it. They already raised their kids. Now they're raising their grandkids too. And legally, they shouldn't have to. The judge understands this frustration. This isn't just a financial case. It's emotional burnout meeting legal reality.
Crazy.
Whether they act like they have money or broke, the point is that they have raised you and your sister. They should not be raising you and your sister's children.
Yes, ma'am. I hear that, but I'm actually trying. I graduated high school.
Congratulations.
I'm in residency school.
Congratulations.
And Christy
We're not talking about her.
Excuse me, we're not talking about
Okay.
Christy. We're here to talk about you. Let's not put any blame or anything on her. First of all, she's not here to defend herself.
Right?
Say about a newborn baby here that belongs to you. So,
Yes, ma'am.
congratulations for graduating high school, being in school,
A year later.
but you're a parent now.
Now the daughter reveals her mindset. I should be living my best life. And that's where everything collapses. Because once you become a parent, your life isn't just yours anymore. The judge isn't punishing her dreams, she's correcting her priorities. Big difference.
You're a parent now. And that's where I come in to make sure that you financially take care of this child.
Thank you.
Especially since the child doesn't live with you.
Exactly.
And hasn't lived. She only kept him for a week.
A week, Your Honor.
Miss Paul, is that true?
Well, I have to get back to school.
So the answer is yes.
I'm out here trying to save lives. I mean, yes, but
But you're not trying to save your own baby's life?
Exactly.
What make that make sense?
when I have the time, I see him.
When? When's the last time you came and seen him?
I was just there last week. That's besides the point. I will make time.
How is that besides the point?
This is their first time bringing up the time. So when it becomes a problem and they let me know, then I will make time.
Okay, but it's your baby. This is a baby.
This is where the case turns serious. She only kept the baby for 1 week. That's not shared parenting. That's abandonment in the court's eyes. And when she says she'll make time later, the judge sees right through it. Because parenting isn't optional.
A 6-month-old needs a lot more time, attention, feeding,
I don't have that.
diaper
That's why
change.
I gave him. Well,
well, you didn't give him. You left.
Well, that's why he's with you all, because you all have time.
We don't have
You're
time.
retired. You have nothing but time.
We want to travel
and live.
Well, take him with y'all.
Miss Paul, Miss Paul,
old.
Your parents came in here not to waste my time.
Thank you.
You obviously, with everything you're saying, is wasting my time because it's making 0 sense. 0. Do you know how many parents have gone, excuse me, I'm talking to you, address me.
I'm sorry, yes.
Do you know how many parents have gone to school and have raised minor children? It happens every day, every single day. So you're not doing anything that's special.
And here comes the reality check. Millions of parents go to school and raise kids. The judge is dismantling the excuse completely. This isn't about capability, it's about willingness. So ask yourself, is she struggling or just choosing not to step up?
But since you're choosing this route, then your parents have to do what they have to do and make sure that you're at least financially supporting these children. Now, how much is it that you're making?
I make about $48,000 a year. There you go.
They didn't even know you were making this kind of money?
I mean,
answer the question. It's a yes or a no.
No.
You didn't tell your parents you're making this kind of money.
I didn't feel like I had to.
Why would you feel like that?
Because you're not there.
You know what? Let me move over to your parents for 1 second.
This little selfish little girl of ours. Oh my Lord.
What is this about? What type of relationship do you all have?
Well, we thought it was pretty good, but evidently it's worse off than I thought. I mean.
Now the biggest twist. She's making $48,000 and didn't tell her parents. That changes everything. Because now this isn't about inability. It's about hiding income. And in court, hiding financial truth? That almost always backfires.
We raised her to be a better person, but evidently she went off track somehow. But
probably that year she went astray. That
probably,
year and a half.
Yeah.
Okay.
She went astray for a year and a half
But
when she was 16.
What I want to know is who's the father? I mean, what is the father?
No, that is a good question, Mr. Paul. Where is this child's father?
Do you even know who
Probably
he
in
is?
Hawaii with his wife or something.
What?
Oh,
I mean,
he's married?
I said it was a mistake. I said it was a mistake.
Okay. Now
Call
it's
him
making
a
sense
mistake.
now.
Call what you did was a mistake, but the
Exactly.
baby is not a mistake.
Exactly.
Okay.
The only
Well, the mistake
boy
led
in the
to
family.
baby, so kind of all sound like a mistake to me.
Okay,
But-
well, you know what? I'm not going to mistake these child support numbers once I give them to you, okay? Now, you said you make about $48,000 a year, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so that brings your gross to $4,000, making your net $356.08. Do you have any other children?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
Don't.
Mr. Paul, what was that?
Trust me, I don't, and I don't
I don't
plan
know.
on it.
She may have some more that we don't know about. So
Okay. Well, hopefully, if that's the case, you all do not have to take those kids in either.
thank you, Your Honor.
This is the turning point. The judge calculates everything live. Income, insurance, obligations, no guesswork. And the final number? $1,021 every month. This is how the law works, structured, calculated, unavoidable. The moment she tried to avoid responsibility, the court locked it in permanently.
Okay, well, if I gotta pay that, I'm not coming around. Like,
And you know
you're
what?
either gonna get
And
child
you know
support or
what?
time.
I missed something. I missed something because your parents asked for back pay.
Hello?
Back
They
pay.
asked for back pay since the baby has been living with them. That comes out to $5,526, and I'm going to have you reimburse that at $100 a month.
Thank
so
you.
that $921 plus an additional $100 comes out to $1,021 that you're going to be paying your parents every month. You're
Even though
welcome.
I was coming to visit him and stuff, like,
Even though
Visit?
you were coming to
Yes.
visit, you just said something key. You said visit. You're the parent. They should be visiting,
Hello.
not the other way around. They've raised you and your sister. It's not their responsibility to raise your child. So since they have chosen to take on that responsibility, you're going to be responsible for the financial side. Is there anything further? Okay. Is there anything further, Mr. and Mrs. Harrell? I mean, I'm sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Paul. I called you by your first name,
Yes,
Mr.
yes,
Paul.
that's okay. That's okay. Anything else, baby?
Well, let's take what we can get because anything else?
Okay. No, I think that's it.
Okay. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, I'm sorry, excuse me, when you get done.
Yes, ma'am. Was there something else you needed to
No,
let me know?
ma'am.
Okay. I heard you mumble a little bit. I didn't know if you had something else to say.
I had something in my throat.
Oh, okay.
I bet you did.
Mrs. Paul. Mr. Paul, that's inappropriate.
Oh,
Mrs.
I'm sorry.
Paul.
I'm sorry.
We just need to make sure, we need to set up visitation schedule because she does need to take care of them.
Yes, she does.
When we travel.
Well, here's the deal. Legally, you can't force her to do that, okay? The only thing you all can do is, make sure you maintain your custody, right? And she can see
And just like that, the outcome is clear. A parent who avoided responsibility is now legally bound to it. Over $1,000 a month, plus back pay. But here's the real takeaway. The court couldn't force her to love the child, only to support him. So what do you think did justice get served here? If this case shocked you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this.
Okay, Miss Wilson, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, I have a son named Tanner Wilson, and
Okay.
he has a daughter, and Tanner's in the military. Nikki is off at school, but she's not helping do anything. I've been raising their child for the past 6 months.
All right, guys, this one's gonna hit hard. A grandmother walks into court, not because she wants custody, but because she's been raising a child that isn't hers alone. The father's in the military, the mother's living her college life, and somehow the responsibility landed on someone who never signed up for it full time. But here's the real question. Is this sacrifice, or is it being taken advantage of?
So I'm not getting any help or assistance or anything from her.
Okay.
So I need some type of child support from her.
And where is Tanner?
Tanner's in the military.
Oh, he's
he's in the military.
So when you say he's in the military, he's away in the military?
Yes, he
Okay.
is.
All right. And Nikki, does she visit? Does she bring you any groceries?
She doesn't do anything. I mean, she went off to school. She's in New York, so she'll come home sometimes and get her on, breaks or something. But half the time when she's home on breaks, I don't even know she's home.
Oh, wow.
So she doesn't really do much of anything for Sterling.
Right here, you can already feel the imbalance. The grandmother isn't just babysitting, she's fully parenting. Daycare, daily care, emotional support, all of it. Legally, this matters. Because once someone takes on that level of responsibility, the court starts asking one thing: who should be paying for this? And right now, it's clearly not the person actually raising the child.
So she will come into town and not see her child?
Yes.
How old is Sterling?
She's 2.
Okay. 2 years old. Does she go to daycare or anything?
Yeah, she goes to daycare, and I pay for all of that.
How much is daycare?
Oh, gosh.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to Miss Nikki?
I just, see her on all these TikTok videos and on Facebook.
And this is where it gets emotional. The child is only 2 years old, and the mother comes into town but doesn't even visit? That's not just a parenting issue. That's a credibility issue in court. Judges look at effort, presence, and consistency. And right now, everything is pointing to neglect, not just distance.
Look where she's partying and clubbing. I mean, I get it. You're in college and you want to have fun, but don't forget that you have a responsibility.
Okay.
You know, you still have a child at home that needs you. A mother needs
I agree with that.
Yeah, she's just not being a good mom right now.
Okay. All right. Miss Nikki, why are you not being a good mom?
Now listen closely. This is the turning point. The grandmother brings up social media, partying, clubbing, living freely. And in court, perception matters. Because if you claim you can't help, but your lifestyle shows otherwise, the judge is going to start connecting those dots fast. And trust me, judges don't ignore patterns like this.
It's not that I'm not being a good mom, it's just that I'm in school full time.
Okay.
And
so being in school full time means you can't be a mom?
Well, I'm away at school. So on my breaks, I go home.
Away at school means you cannot be a good mom?
I am a good mom. I am going to school full time. The point is when I got pregnant, I didn't want to have a child. I was in school. I didn't want that for myself.
Okay, but the baby is here now.
She is.
She's 2.
Here comes the defense. I'm in school full time. And on the surface, that sounds valid. But legally, being in school does not cancel your responsibility as a parent. The judge is pushing her for proof. What exactly makes you a good mom right now? And notice, she's struggling to answer. That silence, that's powerful.
So, besides going to school, what else do you have that defines you as a good mom?
I mean, I do what I can.
As in what?
She's here now.
Excuse me, she just said that you are not providing any financial information and you barely come to visit the child when you're in town.
Like I said.
Now this is shocking. She admits she didn't want the child. And while that may be her truth in court, it doesn't change responsibility. Once that child is here, the law doesn't care about what you wanted. It only cares about what you're doing now. And this moment right here completely shifts how the judge sees her.
When I got pregnant, I did not want a baby. She was like, I wanted a granddaughter. And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't.
Oh, I get it. So because you didn't want Sterling and she did, she is
the
her
whole
responsibility.
Agreement before this, like, she was like, I'll take care of her. I wanted another child.
Right, she will take care of her. I don't believe she thought that she was going to be raising another child on her own. Am I right about that?
Yes.
She is
had
a grandmother.
this conversation. I'm in school full time. I told her I
How
can't.
long do you have left in school?
I have a year left.
And here's the twist, the agreement. The grandmother was supposed to take care of the child while the mother finished school. But agreements like this, they're not a free pass. Because legally, you cannot sign away parental responsibility like that. And now that informal deal is starting to collapse under real-world pressure.
So Sterling is going to be with her another year, and then another year, and another year, she's just gonna raise the baby?
No, I will have a job by then. I'll be working.
Okay.
She's 2. She won't remember any of this.
I'm just gonna play like you did not say that.
She won't. I mean, I when I go home, I see her, we FaceTime.
You obviously came here to waste my time.
No, I'm not. I mean, I don't understand.
I mean, I don't understand either, because you said as I was saying and you still haven't said anything.
I said what I had to say. I'm in school full time.
Did you catch that? She won't remember any of this. That line right there might be the worst thing she could have said, because it shows a complete disconnect from emotional responsibility. Judges don't just look at money, they look at mindset. And that statement, it tells the court everything it needs to know about priorities.
What do I do?
Take care of your child? You can.
I do. The best that I can.
Okay. So is it true what she said about you being on social media, going to clubs and all that kind of stuff?
Yes, I am a influencer. So I try to get
wait
brand
a minute,
deals.
hold on. You said you're in school full time, you don't work, but influencers get paid.
I haven't gotten paid
Come on,
in a
make
while.
it make sense.
I haven't gotten paid in a while.
But you get paid. And you can send money for Sterling, right?
Now things get even more interesting. She's an influencer. No job, but income is coming in. And that changes everything legally. Because once income is established, even loosely, child support becomes unavoidable. The judge is basically thinking, if you can earn, you can contribute. Simple as that.
Yes, and I do.
And you don't.
I do.
That's not what she just said. So is she being untruthful? Or
I do.
Are you
I
being
do what
untruthful?
I can. I am in school full time. I don't know what else. This is so crazy to me. Like why we're right here right now because
we're here right now because grandmother needs some financial assistance for her child.
Grandmother chose the life.
You know what?
I didn't choose this life. However, I love my daughter to pieces. I don't regret anything. However, I would have liked to wait.
So grandmother chose this life.
Yes, grandmother wanted to take care of her. It's okay, I'll take care of her while you're in school. And all of a sudden something changed, which is why we're sitting here now.
This is where tension peaks. The argument shifts from responsibility to blame. Grandmother chose this life. But the judge isn't buying that. Because wanting a grandchild is not the same as signing up to be the full-time parent. And right now, the court is correcting that narrative hard.
Can you believe this?
I really can't. I mean, I expected you to help at least. Of course, I'm not going to.
I have a year left. I do what I can.
So Sterling
so
is
it's a year left of her taking care of your daughter, you and Tanner's daughter.
This is what you.
But I thought you were going to help.
You were going to take care of her.
I thought you were going to still be a good mom
Miss
to
Nikki,
Sterling.
you are so unbelievable right now. You are the mom. She is the grandmother.
Exactly.
What part of that don't you understand?
I understand all of it. We had a whole agreement that she would raise the child until I was out of school. So when I come home, I do see my child.
Barely.
You know what?
But I don't know what changed. I don't know if she got a little boyfriend or something.
What difference would it make if she had a boyfriend? That is none of your business.
This life.
Excuse me.
I could have waited.
You chose this life.
This is the reality check moment. The judge makes it crystal clear. This is your child, not the grandmother's, not a shared favor, yours. And legally, that's the foundation of everything that follows. No excuses, no agreements, no lifestyle choices override that basic truth.
$800 a month. Okay, so what I'm going to do, when you're influencing, let me ask you a question. How much money are you getting off of that consistently?
Consistently, I would say maybe $2,000 a month.
$2,000 a month? And you haven't sent her anything?
I mean, I had books to pay for.
Right, so your books cost $2,000?
Yes.
Are you getting financial aid from school?
I have maxed out all my financial aid. I maxed out all my loans. I don't know what else to do. I'm doing what I can. Like I said, I'm doing what I can.
Have you ever considered moving from New York? I know it's expensive to live there.
No, I have a huge internship. Why would I? No.
Oh.
No.
Okay, so your internship is more important than raising your daughter?
No, it is not. But I am doing this for my daughter.
Oh, okay.
So
that's what you believe. That's fine.
That is what I know. I'm doing this for my daughter.
Well, what I know is you're getting ready to pay child support. So this is what we're going to do. Since you don't have any financial information on Tanner, we're going to set his child support at minimum wage. We're also going to set your child support at minimum wage, okay? I'm going to order that Tanner maintains the health insurance, and then I'm also going to have you reimburse half of that health insurance. So, no, not reimburse half of it. You're going to reimburse the back pay, because I'm going to order you to pay back pay as well. She said 6 months. So Tanner is going to maintain the health insurance at 108, okay? There will be no reimbursement on that part of it, because what I'm going to do is have you pay monthly child support at minimum wage, which is $219, as well as back pay to grandmother. So $219 multiplied.
And just like that, the ruling lands. Minimum wage child support for both parents, plus back pay. Not because they're rich, but because responsibility doesn't wait for convenience. The grandmother finally gets help, but at what cost? A broken agreement, exposed priorities, and a harsh legal wake-up call. If this case stunned you too, Drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this.
Okay, Miss Allen, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, basically, my sister came and dropped her kids off 9 months ago. Doesn't come back for them.
How old are the kids?
4 and 7.
All right, guys, this one's gonna hit hard. A mother drops her kids off for what was supposed to be a short summer stay, and then disappears for 9 months straight. No support, no responsibility, no intention of coming back. And today, she's standing in court about to explain why. But what she says next doesn't just shock the judge, it completely changes the direction of this entire case.
All right. What do you mean she dropped them off and hasn't come back?
Well,
I mean, tell me the story, like what happened?
For one summer, she just, called and said, hey, I need to, would you like your niece and nephew for the summer? And I said, sure, So I took care of them because I know she works hard and she, at night, and I don't have any kids, so I, volunteered to help out, but she hasn't come back for them, nor does she give any financial support. So I'm here.
Okay. And you want your sister to pay child support to you for her 4-year-old and her 7-year-old?
Yes.
Okay.
You can hear the weight in her voice here. She didn't ask to become a full-time parent overnight, but she stepped up anyway. And legally that matters. When one person takes on full custody without support, the court begins to shift responsibility back to the biological parent. This isn't just about kindness anymore. It's about financial obligation and accountability.
I love my niece and my nephew, and, I don't necessarily want to keep them from her, but, if she needs my help and I can help, then I want to, but I need her help also. So
all right.
That's it. I'm not trying to be ugly or malicious to my sister. I want her to do well. I just need help.
Understand. Okay. What is the reason that you dropped your children off with your sister and haven't been back to get them?
I just decided that I don't want to have kids.
Excuse me?
I don't want to have kids.
Yeah, well, you already had them.
And right here, everything flips. The judge asks a simple question, expecting some kind of explanation, but instead, she gets something almost unbelievable. This is the moment where the case stops being about confusion and starts becoming about choice. And that choice is about to carry serious consequences.
Okay, interesting. Now, what about the financial part of it? What about paying your sister child support to take care of your children? I mean, you don't want them. You're not raising them. They've been with her for the past 9 months. So wouldn't you say it's fair to give her some money for them?
I don't really have it. I only make like $40,000 a year.
But you're making money, okay? Do you live alone?
Yes.
You live alone, you make $40,000. She said you pay health insurance.
And I go to school at night.
Okay. Well, that's good.
The courtroom energy shifts instantly, because what she's saying isn't temporary, it sounds final. And in the eyes of the law, you don't just get to opt out of being a parent because life feels inconvenient. The judge is trying to process this, but you can tell this isn't adding up.
You don't want to... What are you going to school for? Let me ask you this first.
For fashion.
Fashion, okay. You plan to make a lot of money with that?
Hopefully one day.
Do you intend on getting your kids back at some point?
I mean, I don't know. I just know how I feel right now, and I just don't want to have my kids. I just want to focus.
So let's talk about that. Did you just wake up one day and say, I don't want to have kids anymore, and I'm going to send them, make it seem as though I want my sister to...
Now the judge starts digging deeper, because decisions like this don't just happen. There's always a trigger, a reason, or influence behind it. Was it pressure? A relationship? A lifestyle change? Courts look beyond words. They look at behavior patterns. And right now, the story is starting to crack.
Keep them for the summer when really I'm just going to drop them off and never pick them back up. Like, how did you get to that point?
It just kind of happened, and it
kind of just happened? Are you dating someone?
No.
Were you dating someone?
Yes.
Did they have kids?
No.
they didn't want your kids around?
I mean, not necessarily.
So was that what started this? You not wanting your kids because the person you were in a relationship with really didn't want your kids around?
Well, no. It's just, I just want to focus on my school, and I work, and so that's like.
This is where it gets uncomfortable. The judge is connecting dots that the defendant doesn't want to admit. Because sometimes people hide the truth behind excuses like school or work, but their actions reveal the real priority. And the judge sees it clearly.
My whole day and...
You have to understand why this is hard for me to process, right? You know, because myself, I'm a parent and I'll do whatever for my kids. That includes career, whatever. So to be sitting across from you and you're very adamant about that, it's really shocking for me. So you'll have to excuse me if I seem a little taken back. It's not making sense, ma'am. What it sounds like to me is that you ditched your kids because of the relationship that you previously had. You're no longer with that person.
Right.
Which means you can go get your kids again, right?
Well, now they've just been there so long, it's maybe what's best. And
well, 9 months is a long time in the sense that you go without seeing them and taking care of them, but you can still make it right.
And finally, the sister speaks up. This isn't anger, it's reality. She's been carrying a responsibility that was never hers to begin with. And legally, her stepping up strengthens her position even more. Because the court now sees who's actually doing the parenting.
And this is what you're okay with doing?
Yeah.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. You said you make $40,000 a year. Health insurance, how much was that?
$80.
$80, okay. And that $80, that's for both of the children?
Yeah.
So this is what we're gonna have you do. We're gonna have you continue to pay the health insurance, at least make sure the kids stay insured, okay? And you have to keep working because you're gonna pay your sister child support. You understand that, right?
But I don't make enough.
Now the judge draws the line. This situation is no longer negotiable. When you leave your kids with someone else, your responsibility doesn't disappear, it becomes enforceable. And this is the moment where the case turns from discussion into decision.
Did you think you were gonna come in here, not take care of them, and not pay child support?
Well, I just think...
I need to hear this.
I just think they're doing okay and she can do it.
Right, but she needs financial support. Your sister doesn't have any children. You dumped 2 kids on her. And the fact that you think that is okay is unacceptable. You dropped 2 kids on her and you don't even want to pay for them. But what did you think we were doing here today? You think I'm sitting up here so you can waste my time?
No.
Okay, so you'd agree with me, you should be paying your sister something, right?
This is where her logic completely falls apart. She believed that because the kids were fine, she didn't need to contribute. But the court doesn't operate on comfort, it operates on obligation. And now the judge is making it clear that this mindset is unacceptable.
Yes.
Okay. When do you graduate from school?
In May of next year.
Okay. Where are the children's father?
I don't know.
For both, or, I mean, do they have the same father?
No.
Okay, so where is the 7-year-old's dad?
He's somewhere, I don't know. I don't really know.
What about the 4-year-old?
He's present sometimes. He comes around.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, you understand what's going on here today, right? I just want to make sure that you're completely aware of everything that's going on today. You're going to walk out of this courtroom today paying child support to your sister.
Now comes the part many people don't understand. Child support is calculated, not guessed. The judge breaks down income, insurance, and percentages step by step. This isn't emotional, it's mathematical. And once those numbers are set, they carry legal weight.
You understand that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you don't understand, I need you to tell me you don't understand, okay? So we're clear, you understand. So you said you make $40,000 a year, giving you credit for health insurance that bring your gross to $3,253. Your net, $2,798. That's 25% for 2 children. That brings your child support to about $699.50. We're gonna round it up to $700. That's what you will pay your sister monthly.
I just don't think I can afford it. I have to pay for school and...
This is the moment reality hits. $700 a month. And suddenly, priorities don't seem so flexible anymore. Because walking away didn't erase responsibility, it just delayed the consequences. And now they've caught up.
That's really what my priority is right now.
Well, your sister's priority is to take care of your children. Your children. Not her children, your children. So as long as she's in the position that you put her in, you're going to have to make it work. You graduate next year, you can find a job. A better paying job than what you have now, right? Is that a yes?
No.
Are you upset with her?
No.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure because I don't believe she did anything wrong. Miss Allen, do you have any other questions?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You're welcome. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
And just like that, the court restores balance. The children are supported, the sister gets help, and the mother is held accountable. This case proves something powerful. You can step away from responsibility, but you can't escape it. So what do you think? Was the judge too harsh or exactly right? If this case stunned you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this.
Miss Lopez?
Yes, ma'am.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Judge, I have a really great daughter. However, we have a kind of a bad situation. My daughter seems to be so busy, sometimes knows she's a mom, but she kind of has other responsibilities that she's kind of putting in the forefront of everything. And so it's the last 2 years, it's kind of gotten difficult for me.
All right, guys, this one's going to hit different. A mother walks into court asking for help, but the person she's asking help from? Her own daughter. And what makes it worse? There's a baby caught in the middle. This case isn't just about money. It's about responsibility, sacrifice, and a brutal reality check that's about to unfold in front of everyone.
We have one baby girl. Her name is London, and she's almost 2. And my daughter is trying to go to college, work, be a mom, and everything else that she wants to be. It's just gotten to a point where it's kind of ridiculous because I need some assistance financially, and unfortunately, I'm not getting it.
Okay. All right, and...
Right here, you can already feel the tension building. The grandmother isn't angry, she's exhausted. She's been holding everything together for 2 years. And legally, this is important. When a parent consistently relies on someone else for childcare, that opens the door for financial responsibility. The question is, did the daughter ever truly see this coming?
Do you pay health insurance for the child?
She is on Medicaid right now because we qualify for Medicaid.
All right. Okay. Anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
That's pretty much the brunt of it, so I'll let her speak her piece and see if we can maybe find a resolution today.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
So I am a full-time student, college student.
Okay.
So I'm spending most of my times, at nights going to school. But on top of that, I also work for university during the day.
What do you do?
I'm actually an intern, full-time intern for the psychology program. And so.
Is that a paid position?
Yes, it is.
How much are you paid?
Well, I just got a promotion.
That's good.
$50,000.
Okay.
Yeah. I just feel like.
Now listen carefully, because this is where the case shifts. The daughter isn't unemployed. She's making $50,000 a year. That changes everything legally. Once income is established, courts don't look at excuses. They look at obligations. So now the real question becomes, if she can earn, why isn't she contributing?
I work, all day. I go to school at nights. I don't come home.
Congratulations. We all work.
Yeah, I don't get home until like midnight, and I don't really see why it's a problem that my mother, the grandmother of my child has to.
Well, because I'm not the one that got pregnant, I'm prompting this problem.
Okay.
That wasn't my decision.
Okay, but you're my mother, right? So
I had
you
one
always said
child.
you wanted a grandchild, didn't
I
you?
had one child, yes, I wanted a grandchild, but it would have been nice if you would have got married first and had someone to share the responsibility with, not me.
And boom, here comes the emotional explosion. The grandmother drops that line about prom night, and suddenly this isn't just a legal case anymore, it's personal. Years of frustration just came out in one sentence. But here's the deeper issue. Should past mistakes define present responsibility? Or is this about accountability moving forward?
You know, I can't do it by myself though.
You're not doing it by yourself.
I'm trying to use that money so that way I can pay for my tuition for college.
Well, I can appreciate that, honey, but you know what? Your responsibility, your main responsibility is being a mom.
I agree with your mom. This is your child, and you said something very key while you were talking. You said grandmother. Right. You're her child. She raised you. It is not her responsibility to raise your child.
Right.
It is your responsibility.
This is the judge stepping in with clarity. She cuts through the emotions and brings it back to law and logic. This is your child. That's the foundation of family court. Biological responsibility doesn't transfer just because life gets hard. And you can see it. The daughter isn't fully accepting that reality yet.
I just feel like I don't really have to owe her anything.
You don't feel like you should pay if your daughter were going to daycare, you would be paying the daycare, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you feel like they should be paid, taking care of your child, looking after your child, changing diapers, feedings? They should be paid, right?
Right.
Your mother is doing everything I just named, correct?
Now, this is a powerful legal moment. The judge uses a simple comparison, daycare. If you'd pay a stranger, why not your own mother? That's not just emotional reasoning, that's legal framing. It forces the daughter into a corner where denying payment starts to sound unreasonable. And honestly, can she argue against that?
Yes.
So it logically follows that she should be paid too, right? So what's your issue?
Well, she uses her money for the school loans, and I can appreciate that she doesn't want to have school debt.
Right.
But now that she's
thing.
making more money, she's going to have to give me a little bit of that. They live with me. The house is paid. We don't have that. I know she wants to be responsible and not have any debt, but you know, mommy doesn't need to be having no debt and worried about diapers and all that too. And she does try to help, but it's just not enough. And now that she's got a promotion, I feel like.
Here's where the grandmother reveals something critical. She's not asking for luxury, she's asking for fairness. She's covering housing, childcare, daily expenses, while the daughter focuses on school and career. And that creates a legal imbalance. So now the court has to step in and redistribute that responsibility.
She needs to take a little bit more responsibility. I've done everything I can, sweetie.
You know that I'm a double major, right?
I know that, sweetheart. But like I said,
I can't afford
London
to
is
do that.
important too.
That's why I leave her with you.
Well, just like I did a good job with raising you.
I leave her with you, and you leave your child with your mother and do not believe that your mother should receive some sort of financial assistance.
I feel like I get something back by being in school. You know, once I do get that education,
What are you
that
giving
degree,
back by being in school?
Listen to the daughter closely. She believes education is her contribution. And emotionally, that makes sense. She's thinking long-term. But legally, that doesn't replace present responsibility. Courts deal with now. Bills, diapers, food. Those don't wait for future success. This is where mindset clashes with reality.
I'm giving her.
What are your plans after school?
Well, I'm majoring also in psychology, so I
Okay.
planned on opening my own clinic, doing a clinical psychologist, and then from there I could, you know, take care of my own daughter by then. I just right now need
And
some
move
assistance. Yeah, move out.
And your mom still takes care of the baby?
No, I could take care of the baby by then. I just need a little bit of help
You
and
can
assistance.
take care of the baby by yourself now.
Appreciate that.
So I'm still not hearing what your issue is.
My issue is just
because she's your mom, you don't believe you need to pay her something.
This is a turning point. The judge starts exposing the real living situation. The daughter is barely present. She's essentially just sleeping there. And legally that matters. Because if you're not the primary caregiver, then someone else is. And that someone else becomes entitled to financial support.
That's what I thought.
Because if you think about it, you really don't live there. You just going to sleep. Mom is taking care of the baby. You'd agree with me, right? If you're coming in at midnight, the baby is with your mom all day. You're literally coming to the house, not seeing the baby, because if it's at midnight, the baby is asleep, I'm assuming.
Right.
And you're going right back out to go to school and work.
I tuck her in.
She's already tucked in, so you just pull the covers over a little higher.
I give her a kiss
She
goodnight.
wakes her just to play
You
with her for a
wake
little
up the
while.
baby
I
at
mean,
midnight.
just so I can give her a kiss, you know, read her little stories, so that way there is some sort of bonding between us, since I do work, you know, all night long and go to school and all that.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Now, the judge delivers one of the hardest truths in this case. You're not really living there. You're just passing through. That's a powerful statement, because it reframes everything. The grandmother isn't helping. She's raising the child. And once the court sees that, the outcome becomes almost inevitable.
But what's going to be nicer is you're going to give your mother some of that money for taking care of your child, because she is footing the bill. She's taking care of it. And if you think about it, technically you're not even living with her. You're only staying there at night for a couple of hours. And the baby is with your mom. And I'm assuming this happens on the weekends too?
No, on the weekends she does stay home, and you know she does help. And like I said, she does like that. She's like not like that girl that goes clubbing and stuff. She does take that responsibility serious.
Yeah.
Her job and school, and now she's going to work full time. Now she's going to be working more with the promotion.
Right, because I
So,
got that promotion.
you know, that kind of leaves us with a little extra money and no time, because we hardly had any time now. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like.
This is where the decision starts forming. The judge isn't punishing. She's correcting the imbalance. She acknowledges the daughter's effort, but effort doesn't cancel responsibility. And now we're heading toward the moment where law steps in and turns this emotional situation into a financial obligation.
Now that she's going full time.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to start your child support so you can at least give mom some sort of assistance. Now, at the time that you move out of the house and you have the child on your own 100%, mom is not babysitting. Mom is not, well, not even babysitting. The child is living with your mom. If the child is no longer living with your mom, your daughter is with you 100% of the time, then you can come back and see me to stop child support at that time.
Okay.
But until that happens, mom is going to receive some sort of financial break, essentially, until that time happens. So it's going to be based off your income, and you just said that you make $50,000 a year now. So at $50,000 a year, that brings your gross to $4,167. Your net is $3,516.78. There is a reimbursement to Medicaid. Now, you are working full time. You have access to health insurance now?
Yes, yeah.
Do you know how much it'll cost?
I actually don't know. I don't know.
Okay, this is what we're going to do, because Medicaid reimbursement is about $375. That's based on 9% of your gross.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure your health insurance is cheaper than that for your daughter only. So what I'll do is order you to be responsible for that health insurance and give you a credit of $100 towards the health insurance, okay?
Okay.
So that'll make your monthly child support obligation $803.
And there it is, $803 a month. A clear, calculated decision based on income, responsibility, and reality. The judge didn't just settle a dispute, she forced accountability. The daughter wanted time to build her future, but the court reminded her that her child is the present. So let me ask you, was this fair or too harsh? If this case surprised you, drop your take below, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this.
Is it Miss or Mrs. Campos?
Mrs.
Miss, okay. You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, I'm bringing my son to court to see if I can get some assistance for his son, my grandson, Julian. He's 6 years old. Juan and Julian's mom were together up until about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Had a good life, beautiful home.
All right, guys, this one's gonna hit hard. A grandmother isn't standing in court over a small family disagreement. She's here because she says her own son left her carrying the weight of raising his child. You can already feel the emotional stakes, loss, abandonment, and a child stuck in the middle. And once that kind of pain reaches a courtroom, excuses usually don't survive for long.
They were set. Then one day he comes to me. I've never talked to her since she left him. She abandoned him, she abandoned the whole family, including the, so he comes and he says, look, she's gone and whatever. Okay, I just need some help with Julian because she left him too. Well, of course I'm gonna say yes, you know. At that time, it was just me and my husband. So Julian had his grandpa, he had me, and everything was fine.
This is where the case starts building real emotional force. The grandmother explains that after the child's mother left, she stepped in without hesitation because that's what family does. But there's a big difference between helping for a season and being forced into full-time responsibility for years. That distinction matters legally because once someone becomes the child's primary caregiver, support should follow the child, not the parent avoiding the burden.
Well, last year, Grandpa passed away.
I'm sorry about that.
Thank you. And things have gotten tougher because of that. So to the point where I came out of retirement, I'm Ubering when Julian's at school, and his life hasn't changed at all. He's still literally in the house that he was in when they were a family. And he doesn't visit like...
Now the story gets even heavier. She's not just caring for her grandson emotionally. She had to come out of retirement and start driving Uber just to keep things together. That tells the court this isn't about comfort, it's about survival. And when a grandparent is sacrificing this much while a parent stands on the sidelines, judges tend to look very closely at who is truly providing day-to-day support.
Julian he's just like some man that comes over because he comes over so rarely. What really ticked me off was a little bit back ago, he went and bought Julian some clothes. He also bought himself some clothes. But what my grandson had told me was that if he could have some shoes like Juan. And I said, what do you mean? He got you some new shoes? No, he said, we went to the mall, we got his clothes, his shoes, and then he stopped at Walmart on the way home and got Julian stuff.
This part may sound small at first, but it reveals something much deeper. The child notices that his father buys nicer things for himself, while his own items come as an afterthought. In court, details like that matter because they show priority, not just spending. The issue stops being did he buy something and becomes what does his behavior say about how he values his child. That emotional contrast is powerful.
And then the finances, you know, I mean, so I went and tried to get him some medical coverage, food stamps. Well, they tell me no, because Medicaid, they needed his information. They said that he's under child support. The mother has been paying the state child support all these years.
Okay, wait, so she's been paying child support to him?
Apparently so. I haven't seen one dime.
Okay. All right. And so Julian is under Medicaid.
I couldn't get him under Medicaid because...
you couldn't get him.
Here comes the first major twist in the case. The grandmother discovers that child support has apparently already been paid for years, but she has never seen any of it, even though the child has been in her care. That changes everything. Now, this is no longer just a complaint about a struggling family arrangement. It becomes a question of where that money has been going and why the actual caregiver was left carrying the load alone.
When Grandpa was around, it was easier. We could pay these things, but now it's serious that I can't even get him for a common cold without having to Uber almost 20. I mean, Uber doesn't pay anything, and my pension doesn't take care of it.
Okay, so let's move over to Mr. Campos. I'm not going to call you by your first name.
Okay.
Mr. Campos. Okay, so is it indeed a fact that you have been receiving child support from the mother of your son?
Yes, I have.
Okay. And you didn't tell your mom?
No, I didn't feel the need to.
Okay, wait a minute.
And this is the kind of courtroom moment that instantly changes the judge's tone. The father admits that yes, he has been receiving child support from the mother. He didn't tell his own mother, even while she was raising his son and paying expenses out of pocket. That admission is devastating because now the case has a clear legal imbalance. Support money existed, but the person actually doing the parenting was cut out of it completely.
Okay. Well, you'd agree with me that help means that you need to give her something, right?
And I do pay the health care. The $150, I do pay that.
So that's the missing link here. So you pay health insurance for your son already?
Yes, I pay the $150.
Why didn't you tell your mother that? Why haven't you given her a health insurance? Why haven't you given her anything? That's not fair.
It's not, but I paid for it. I thought that was all I needed to do from my side. I didn't realize I needed to tell my mom everything.
It's not serving Julian?
Wait a minute, Mr. Compost. Who takes him to the doctor?
Well, I haven't recently.
Okay,
when she
so
helps
it's
me
fair
out.
to say that your mom probably does. So wouldn't it logically follow that she needs an insurance card or the information?
Yes, and it's just that
So
I may
you're
have-
letting your mom take your son to the doctor.
This insurance issue makes the situation even worse. He says he's paying for the child's health coverage, but the grandmother, the one taking the child to appointments, doesn't have the card or the information needed to use it. So on paper, the child is covered, but in real life, she's paying cash. That's exactly the kind of disconnect judges hate, because it shows a parent doing just enough to claim responsibility without making that support truly available.
I have told him, hey, I've got my son's phone number. I have told him, hey, this kid doesn't feel well, this is going on, that's going on. Even for physical, for him to play the t-ball. And
So you're paying
right
out,
now.
she's literally paying out of pocket their health insurance.
Yes.
So your mom is not only taking care of your son's medical needs, she's taking care of his daily needs.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to help her?
I do want to help her, and I thought she had all the help she needed. When Papa passed away, he left quite a, and I thought,
Okay,
it would
you
help.
just said keywords. He left quite a bit of money for her.
Yes.
Not for your son.
Yes.
Not for you.
At this point, the judge starts putting the whole picture together. The grandmother is handling the child's medical care, daily needs, housing struggles, and emotional stability, while the father is still acting like her past resources should excuse his present lack of support. But inheritance from a spouse is not a substitute for a parent doing his duty. That argument usually collapses fast, and you can feel the court losing patience with him right here.
Yes, and she keeps talking about going to Uber and such, but that's a pretty nice ring on her finger she has there. I don't know how many tips are
Your
needed.
dad got me years ago. This is not something I bought in the last 3 years.
Because she says she does Uber and such. I mean, if it's really that low,
Oh
wouldn't
my
she?
God, Mr. Compose. No.
Okay,
You
sorry, Your
obviously
Honor.
came here to waste my time. What kind of club promoter are you?
Well, I'm sure you've seen me around, probably.
No, I haven't. You don't look familiar at all, but you're looking real unfamiliar right now. I can't even tell this is your mother right now.
This is my mother. I love her dearly.
Well, I can't tell. You're not paying your mother. You're not helping your mother. She helped you.
This is the moment where the judge stops entertaining foggy answers and starts calling the situation what it is. Her frustration isn't only about money. It's about a son treating his mother like unpaid backup while refusing to fully care for his own child. Once a judge sees that pattern clearly, the hearing shifts. It's no longer a debate over who misunderstood what. It becomes a reckoning over responsibility and fairness.
Who knows how much she's paying?
How much do you receive in child support? Because if she makes that kind of money,
Just $1,000, and that's in that 40.
just a grand,
you know how much that would have
everybody
helped?
does not receive just a grand. Everybody don't receive that.
Well, and that's why I paid for the $150.
You came here to waste my time. What is it? What is the amount? So you pay yourself $48,000. You pay yourself that, right?
No, it's from I try and.
How much is your rent, Mr. Compost, or do you pay a mortgage?
No, rent a month is about $1,500.
Now the financial story starts cracking open. The father gives numbers, but the judge can already sense that parts of his explanation don't line up with the lifestyle being described. And in family court, once the math feels shaky, credibility starts to fall apart too. This is why income breakdowns matter so much, because emotion may drive the case, but hard numbers often reveal who has really been telling the truth.
We are going to have the child support that you received, that $1,000, we're going to send it over to your mom.
Your Honor, if there's any way we can...
Yeah, hold on. I'm not finished. And I know you want to hear this.
Okay.
That's just mom's portion. Pay too. So mom is going to be getting what? About, let's see, you said 40. Now I'm going to take your word for it. I'm going to take your word for it at that $48,000, all right?
Okay.
And you said $150 in health insurance?
Yes.
So your gross comes out to $3,900. That brings your net to $3,280.28. And how many children do you have?
Just the one.
Here comes a ruling, and it lands exactly where the case has been heading. The judge redirects the child support money the father was receiving and orders that it go to the grandmother, the person actually raising the child. Then she adds his own support obligation on top of that. Legally, it makes perfect sense. The child's needs come first, and the caregiver meeting those needs is the one the court is going to protect.
Shame on you. Do better, Mr. Compost.
Yes,
You know,
Your
I
Honor.
just noticed, I asked him for a confirmation necklace because Julian is fixing to make his first Holy Communion. And he's got that big, huge thing. I bet you it's not even fake, that necklace. And he said, oh, I just can't. I can't do it. I can't afford it. I can't, you know. And I knew that his mortgage was not $500 because I thought, well, then I should move to Plano to the big houses because apparently they're giving them away over there. But with that money that you're saying that we're eligible for, we wouldn't have had to sell the home that me and your dad lived our whole lives in, that we raised you in. Had you just done that, I could still be in that home that I cherished so much. And you knew that I loved that home.
Well, if you manage your money right, then maybe... I'm sorry.
Shame on you.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. And I need this for my promoting this.
And I need you to do better. How about that?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's what I need you to do.
Yes,
I need
Your
you to
Honor.
do right by your mother. I'm not here to counsel you or anything like that, but to hear that she had to sell the family home, kind of heartbreaking. That is. You can only imagine the memories that are gone, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I need you to do better. And until then, I need you to keep working so your mom can get the $656, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, is there anything further?
By the end of this case, the emotional truth and the legal truth finally meet in the same place. A grandmother who stepped in when a family collapsed is finally recognized, and a father who thought he could blur the facts gets held accountable in open court. The hardest part is realizing this child needed stability long before the judge had to force it. Did this moment change how you see the case?